Hey guys, today I'm really excited to introduce to you Rich Daughtridge from Warehouse Cinema, which is right around the corner from us here at Gamble View, which I'm going to describe as not your grandfather's movie theater. Rich, thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate your time.
No problem. Glad to be here, Beth.
So, tell me tell me a bit about Warehouse and how it's not your typical theater for sure.
Yeah. So, what makes I think Warehouse unique is, we show all first run movies. And also recently some retro movies as well. But what makes us unique is that we have really number one is our leather recliners. So all of the seats in the auditoriums, the 10 auditoriums, are leather recliners. They have a footrest. They're electric. And what most people are excited about is that they also have seat warmers built in, so you can turn on your seat warmer. If you're that person that gets cold at the movies, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So it's amazing how many people comment on that. So first of all, the seats. We also have state-of-the-art sound and picture. So all 4K projectors, and also we have one of our 10 is a Dolby Atmos sound system, which is super, high intensity sound for the big booming movies, if you will. And then probably the other part of that makes us unique is our food and beverage options. So we have, I think, a really cool, good menu with flavor profiles around gourmet grilled cheese, and then also we have 4 flatbread options. We have 4 grilled cheese options and 4 flatbread options, and then lastly, our drink options. In addition to all the popcorn and soda and all the standards that come with it, we also have 28 taps of beer,
Nice.
and also a full bar for mixed drinks, cocktails, and wine as well. So all that combined, I guess, would make us different.
So you guys, you don't have to do dinner before, it's dinner and a movie right there.
That's right. Yep, it's a fast casual setup. So basically, you come in, you order your food at the concession stand or at the bar, and then we give you a pager. And the average wait time is about 6 to 7 minutes
Wow.
to get your food, and then you can take that into the cinema, into the auditorium with you. Grab a drink on the way, and have your meal. All the recliners also come with a tray, so the tray sort of spins around, so you can put your food on the tray with your drink as well.
That's great. Yeah, and I did look at the menu and the beer list. I see that there's a lot of, local breweries as well on that list, which is great.
Yeah, so of the 28, it's actually 28 self-serve. So you actually get a card, and you can pour per ounce. So you can try, I think typically we have about half of those are Frederick breweries. So there's plenty of local taps in there. And then also there's 4 taps behind the regular concession. So technically there's 32 taps. But
Oh, wow.
yes, we try to support local as much as we can.
Very cool. And you mentioned you have ten screens, is that what you said?
Yes, 10 screens. Yep.
And are you located where the old movie theater was at Fredericktown Mall, or is it attached to the mall? Sort of where's your location?
It's the old Fredericktown Mall. So if you're familiar with the Home Depot that's existing today,
Mhm.
we are basically there's a long hallway that was formerly the old mall. We lease the entire hallway all the way out to Route 40,
Wow.
and then the movie theater is actually on the other side, so on the north end of the mall. You can also park behind the Home Depot in the mall, and you can walk in a back entrance there. It's a fully lit back entrance, but then you can also walk in the front as well, under the big sign that you can see from Route 40.
Very cool. And I saw that, you know, right now, of course, the movie selection's a little limited, but I saw that you do some themed event nights as well. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Sure, yeah. Well, as we're recording this, it's April 20th, and we have an event called the movie Dazed and Confused back, I don't even know, what is that, early 90s or something? Matthew McConaughey's breakout film. And so, so tonight we have an event with that retro film, just part of the 420 events, if you will. We actually partner with Alamo Draft House. If you're familiar with that chain of movie theaters, they just do a really good job. We really are impressed by their brand as well. And Shelley Taylor, the CEO, has basically offered the content of a reunion for the Dazed and Confused crew to come out. Basically, it's taped, but it's before the movie starts. You have sort of an interview of the cast So that's an example of an event. We've done things like Polar Express for Christmas. The week before Christmas, it was $1 for anyone who wanted to come out and watch Polar Express. I happened to dress up as the conductor, other duties as assigned. But we sold like, I think, 15 sellout shows of Polar Express just as another event for kids. But yeah, we have events pretty much once every couple weeks. We
Okay.
try to do something on a Thursday night. We try to have a mixed drink associated with some of the movies that are out, popcorn flavors, things like that. So it's, for us, it's all about eventizing cinema. So basically, not just watching a movie, but also all the other things that come along with that.
Right. All the stuff you can't do at home, right?
Exactly. Yep.
And heated seats. I don't know many people that have a heated seat at home, so
Right.
that's a big draw. Um, yeah, I mean, this is great information. Is there anything else you wanna share with us and let us know?
Yeah, I mean, just we started construction on this project. It's probably interesting for folks to know. In December of 2019. So what that basically played out to be is we opened, or were ready to open, in May of 2020. So we were obviously in the middle of the pandemic at that point. We could not open. So we basically held our breath for May, June, July, August, and then in September, the governor allowed us to open at 50% capacity. So since last September, we've been open at 50% capacity. But as you mentioned, Beth, we didn't have content. Hollywood studios were what they call moving their films to different time slots. Either later in 2021 or even 2022 in some cases. So probably for the first 3 or 4 months, 5 months, I guess, we were really relying on what we call retro films, sort of older films that you can see at home, and we really tried to eventize those. But we were super grateful. The Frederick community have come out and supported us through all those times. We've been able to stay open 7 days a week, full schedule, full staff, employ people in Frederick as well, and been an interesting ride. And now movies are starting to come back out. So we had our first probably really big movie about, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, the King Kong movie, Kong versus
Right.
Godzilla. And that movie was probably like the first time where we're like, okay, finally we see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so now, April, May, you'll probably see a little bit of retro and a lot more first run. And then by the time June rolls around, or actually Memorial Day weekend, we have Quiet Place 2, which is going to be a big movie for us. And we have Fast and Furious coming in June. And then we have, lots and lots and lots of movies that have basically filled up really the June, late May, June, July, and for the rest of 2021. So you'll be seeing all those blockbusters and all the ads on television like you used to see, I guess, year and a half ago.
I know it's been quiet without all those commercials, that's for sure.
That's right. Yeah.
The other thing I noticed on the website that I think people would be interested in is like you can rent the facility, like you can do a private screening. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah. So one of the things that the cinema industry has sort of pivoted to was, if you want to, you can rent out an entire auditorium. For us, we rent it out on Sunday through Thursday now. And you can basically, for a set number of dollars, you can basically bring your friends, up to 30 people. So that 30 people is basically, it's you and your friends, and there's, you can basically watch the movie. So uh, that's one example. Another thing that people are doing, especially businesses, you can also rent out the facility for business presentations. So we have, in 3 of our auditoriums, you can literally walk in with a laptop with an HDMI connection, plug in the HDMI in your laptop, and it goes full screen
Oh,
automatically
nice.
and scales. And then you also use the sound system if you have sound in your presentation. So that's been a really great thing for nonprofits and also businesses that are looking for a unique space. And we'll continue to do that. And that's up to 11 a.m. every day. You can do that. So a
Okay.
couple of different ways to do that facility rental.
Very cool. Well, Rich, I really appreciate your time. I encourage everyone, when you're comfortable and you feel like getting out to the movies, that's the place you go. We head to Warehouse and check out those seats. Try not to nap in them because you don't want to be there through extra. You don't want to miss the movie. But I hope people come out and check you guys out. I know we'll be out there soon, and I really appreciate your time.
No problem, Beth. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.